Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing 3 easy, delicious crock-pot meals with you today. I'm so excited to share these ones. I thought they were absolutely delicious. There was one that I did make a mistake on, but I will tell you how to fix that when we come to that recipe. But if you're ready to get cooking, grab that crock-pot and let's go. We are making barbecue chicken over baked potatoes. So obviously you're going to need some baked potatoes, some chicken. We are using chicken thighs. That's just what we prefer. This is the barbecue sauce that we are using. You can use any kind that you want to. And then some seasonings I'm going to add in here are minced garlic, some paprika, ranch seasoning, and then salt and pepper. So now I'm just going to start off by spraying my crock pot, adding my chicken in, and then adding in my seasonings that I picked out. And then I'm going to add my barbecue on top. And then I'm going to cook this low and slow for 6 to 8 hours. If you want to cook yours on high, you can do that as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my chicken out of the crock pot now that it is cooked, and I'm going to get it shredded up. I will mention that later on in the day I actually did take my blender to the chicken and shredded it up even more. That is a super easy, fast way to get it shredded, so that way you're not having to pull it out and all of the things. I did that just because it wasn't really shredded up to my liking. And now that my baked potatoes are done, I'm going to go ahead and put a nice helping of this shredded barbecue chicken on top of it. And then I'm going to add some cheese on top of that as well. We ended up serving ours with a side of Caesar salad, and this was absolutely delicious. I actually had the barbecue chicken the next day, and I just threw it on top of the extra salad that we had left over, and this was so, so good. Today we are making a version of a Salisbury steak. So I'm using these 100% beef burgers that are frozen burgers. So you can use any kind that you want to. I'm going to season those with salt and pepper. Then I'm going to add in 1 pack of soup mix, the Lipton onion soup mix, cream of chicken, 1 can, 2 cans of beef consomme, 1 jar of brown gravy, and then I am going to use my new crock pot here that Tyler got me, an early Christmas gift that I can go ahead and use. So let's get cooking. So I'm just going to start off by putting in my hamburgers here. I did end up using 8 of them. I feel like you can honestly use as many as you want to. In my head, I wanted to use 6 though, and I was telling myself to use 6, but I ended up putting in 8 of them. And as I layered them on top of each other, I added salt and pepper on top of them as well. Now I just grabbed a bowl to make this easier to mix up, and I am just going to add in my onion mix, my gravy, my cream of mushroom soup, the beef consomme, and get this really mixed up well, and then I'm going to dump it over top of my meat. And then of course I'm going to cook this low and slow for 6 to 8 hours. Again, if you want to make this on high, you can. And then I just served this over mashed potatoes with a side of carrots, and this was so good. Now I will mention this is the one that I did mess up on. I should have added in some mushrooms and then onions, and this would have been absolutely amazing. It would have definitely hit the spot with it. And as we were eating it, I just kept saying, you know, this is missing something, and it's missing mushrooms and onions. So if you make this, when you put all of your mixture in there, just add in the mushrooms and the onions, and this will hit the spot for sure. Today we are making a cheesy broccoli chicken and rice. So here's everything that you are going to need. You're going to need about a pound of chicken, and you want to dice it up. Some frozen broccoli, cheese, onion, 2 packs of the chicken broccoli flavored rice, 1 can of cream of mushroom, 1 can of cream chicken. And then the seasonings I am going to use is the Kinder steak blend, some Slap Yo Mama, some ranch, and then of course salt and pepper. Now this is super easy. I feel like this is like a dump and go recipe, honestly. So I'm just going to add in my chicken. I got about a pound and a half, and then I'm going to season it with the seasonings that I had picked out, and of course, you know, season with your heart. Now that I give that chicken a good mix, I'm going to go ahead and add both packs of rice, and then I'm going to add my cream of chicken soup in, and I'm going to take my can, fill that can up with water, and then I'm going to add in my cream of mushroom soup and do the same thing. Fill that can up with water as well. You can use chicken broth if you would like to, but I'm just going to use water. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my onion in, give this a really good mix, and then I'm going to cook mine on low for 6 hours. Now this is about a half hour before this is done, and I went ahead and made my broccoli in the microwave. So it's one of those packs that you can just throw in the microwave, get it steamed up, and I'm going to throw that into the crock pot. And then I'm going to add a little bit of cheese in there, give it a really good mix, and then I'm going to add cheese as much as your heart desires on top of everything, and then let it melt. And then after it's melted, it is ready to serve. This was such a easy meal to make. I mean, look at that cheese pull. Like, block cheese is so good to use because it is so cheesy. And then we just served ours with a side of crescent rolls, and this was absolutely delicious. Definitely an easy one to make for a busy weeknight meal. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'd love for you to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.